Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. You know what? You know what it is, man. We back. Beer, and sports. And we talking that shit again. Of course, we got some things to talk about. Because some of the things that we've seen, let's be honest, a lot of the shit don't make no sense. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. So we talk about the good, bad, and the ugly. And we don't have no qualms about that. That's just what we do. It's beer, and sports. So we don't care. One of the things, actually, it's gonna be multiple things we get into. So number one, I really have like a strong issue with how strange the NFL Combine is. Like, it's a creepy thing. It's creepy. The NFL Combine is creepy. I have a prediction about something that's totally off that topic, period. I believe, although I know a lot of y'all gonna hate this shit, but we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna tell you why. I firmly believe that the Ball brothers, all three of them Ball brothers, will be in the NBA. I bet my claims there. All three of them Ball brothers will be in the NBA. I know there are people who want to dispute it, but truth be told, let's be honest. Have you seen anything so far that Lavar has done that hasn't worked? He said what he was going to do, and he did it. He did it multiple times. So what would make us think that he's not going to do it again, right? And to keep it real, are those kids not talented? In the beginning of Lonzo's career, we had a lot of things to say about his ability to shoot, his form, things that we didn't like. But we could never say that he wasn't a good basketball player. Although we tried to pretend as if he was a bust. We have to be honest, man. He's damn near averaging a triple-double. So if somebody in their rookie year is damn near averaging a triple-double, I mean, let's keep it real. Lonzo Ball is doing Draymond Green numbers in his rookie year. So there's a lot of upside there. He's not a bust in any way, shape, or form. The team changes when he's not in there. So we have to, at the very least, admit that Lonzo Ball can play basketball. Once we get past his father promoting him as much as he did, by the way, which I think he should, then we have to admit that we're talking about 10.5 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 6.9 assists. He is nearly involved in every play. You're seeing play. And by the way, that's not even counting that he's going to get 2 to 3 steals a day. Because he plays D and he's getting blocks. This guy is playing all across the board. He can flat out play basketball. He is not a scorer, but he has a heavy impact on the game. I think that's what's going to continue to occur. And I think he's going to continue to get better. Now, although everyone is always critiquing him based on the players before him, so you hear that not just when it comes to basketball, but when it comes to the entertainment aspect overall. I don't think Lavar Ball scares the Lakers. I don't think Lonzo scares the Lakers. I don't think any of that stardom and all those extra things make the Lakers wary at all. Because the Lakers, I mean, come on, it's the Showtime Lakers. So if you turn it on and you're putting on a show and you're playing basketball, the Lakers aren't going to care. And he is flat out playing ball. As far as releasing a hip-hop song, that's what's interesting to me. A lot of it is hypocritical amongst elder spokesmen who talk basketball. You know what I mean? A lot of it is hypocritical bullshit, straight up. Here's why I say that. We saw Shaq release Play It on the East Side. Y'all remember that, right? We saw the Shaq joint come out. We saw Shaq do songs with Onyx or whatever. Shaq Fu, all of that stuff. We saw Shaq play a genie in Kazam. Then we saw Kobe do a Shaq diss record, and that was truly ridiculous. It was trash. So to act like we're surprised that Lonzo Ball is doing the new era mumble trap music, you know what I mean? Get off, Zio, get off. Actually, the song is kind of hard. It goes in the club, but it's right in line with what his generation is and what these kids, that are looking up to him, think about him. As long as he continues to play basketball, continues to improve, and remain focused, I think Lonzo Ball is going to be fine. Of course, there's some talented Lakers. We know that. Kyle Kuzma. There was some underestimated guys on that team. Julius Randle wasn't underestimated. It's just taking more time for him to develop, and he is developing. These guys are starting to play basketball. We talk a lot about Philadelphia trusting the process, and they did, and look where it got them. So I like that the Lakers are trusting the process and letting the shit ride out, straight up. I don't think they should change that, because I don't think you pick up LeBron and then all of a sudden things change. Of course they change, but for how long? And I always say that because LeBron is coming to, he's done whatever he can do. Greatness. I mean, there's not much more for LeBron James to accomplish. It's pretty well established he's the greatest player on earth at this point. He's solidified his legend, and nobody's going to take that away from him as bad as weird dudes like Jason Whitlock want to, and a few others. You're not going to snatch that away. LeBron is who he is. He's already done what he's done. So I don't know that a move to LA will improve that, but I wouldn't be surprised. He wouldn't be the last great. He wouldn't be the first great or the last great to make that type of move. We saw Lou Alcindor move from first of all, we saw him change his name from Lou Alcindor to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but we saw him move from Milwaukee, because people forget he played for the Bucks, to LA, and he was still amazing. He was always a great player. So there's no doubt in my mind LeBron will continue to be a great player until he retires. I just don't think he's going to play 10, 8, 6 years like everybody else thinks he's going to. I don't think he's going to stretch his career out as long as Kobe did, because I don't think he sees a reason to or need to, and I think he's right if he moves on to bigger things, greater pastures, different things. I think the basketball game is so easy for LeBron that I'm not surprised if he says, yeah, okay, that was easy. Time for something else. Like, it was hard, but I figured this out. What's the next stage of puzzle in the genius of LeBron James' life? We'll see. But anyway, that got off topic. I don't see him going to LA. I don't see him going to Philadelphia. I'd be surprised if he did any of those things. I think he's more likely to retire earlier than we think he'll retire. I'm not saying next season, but I'm saying maybe another 2 to 3 seasons. That's my guess. That's my prediction. I think that LaMelo Ball, just to get back to that topic of the 3 balls, and I'm going to tell you my prediction. LaMelo Ball's taking one of the most, let's talk about LiAngelo first. Let's talk some shit. LiAngelo was the most underestimated and ignored of the group in similar ways that many middle children are, right? You pay attention to the oldest because he's the one out there in the forefront. And then you pay attention to the youngest because that person's the baby of the family. And LiAngelo was kind of like in the middle, wayside-wise. But what we're seeing is, I think, some great development by LiAngelo. The way he's playing overseas is solid. The way he continues to learn is solid, and he's getting in very, very good shape. Based on the players I see in NBA G League, I was going to say D League, but I remember it changed to Gatorade. Gatorade has the deal now, so it's NBA G League. Based on the players we see in G League, I see no reason why LiAngelo can't be a solid G League player with a improving shot that gets him to an NBA team. There are worse players in the NBA right now than LiAngelo Ball. No offense to NBA players, but he's better than a few players that are out there. And that's him at 20 or 21 years old. And then when I look at LaMelo and shit, when we look at that shit, he's 20, he's not even 20, right? He's 16 or 17 years old. He's like a junior or sophomore. And he's overseas, and he's scoring 30 here, 30 there, 28 here, 28 there with the rebounds and the assists. And he's doing it against grown men. We can underestimate those grown men that he's playing against as much as we want to, but the truth is they're true ballers. They can play. They really can play. They're balling. Those are ballers. Those are professionals. And they're not just some random European dudes. They're dudes who traveled the world, played overseas. Some of them have been in G League and NBA tryouts and didn't make it. Some of them may have played some G League. So he's playing against grown-ass men, grown-ass professional basketball players at 16 to 17 years old. And he's balling out on them. So imagine as the skill sets improve, what LaMelo will be at 20. Because all you could do from there is continue to fight, improve, and gather the skill. I mean, we can hate Lavar Ball as much as we want, but when Lonzo took those few weeks off, and he was working with probably Lavar and getting advice from there, look at the improvement when he comes back. All of a sudden, he can shoot the rock again. He looks like the Lonzo we expected again. So I predict that eventually, at some point, as with everything Lavar Ball has said, I'll start a LaVar Ball prediction globe or something like that. One of them scopes, a genie, a magic future ball. You know, they used to rub it and they would see what I look into your future. LaVar Ball seems to be the person who says, this is what our plan is. This is how it will work. It's going to happen. And then he seems to force it to occur. So under any circumstances, why would I not believe that those three won't at some point touch the NBA? They may not play off for the same team. That is the hard one. I don't know that that's going to occur. Wouldn't be shocked if the Lakers at some point had all three of them just for the show of it. But I wouldn't be shocked if all three of them at some point touched the NBA and made it to the NBA in their careers. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Now, on to another topic. So let me tell you. Frustrates me to discuss this, but we have to talk about it because it's some weird shit. Can we all just really admit that the NFL Combine is fucking creepy? I mean, I hate to use that. No, I don't hate to use that language. It's creepy. And there have been some great accomplishments during this combine, especially. Our guy from UCF. Oh man, with the prosthetic arm, fastest shit, strongest shit, man. Amazing. An amazing athlete. Shaquem Griffin is an amazing athlete, right? 20 reps at 225 pounds with a prosthetic arm. And I think he ran a 4.38. I mean, he's bananas. He's a fast and strong linebacker, period. There's been some great showings there. Great showings in the combine. But again, the reason why I say the combine is creepy is because they're kind of testing these kids. Some of it is testing their skill sets. And some of it is just weird, creepy old dudes staring at you, to be fucking perfectly honest, right? Testing the skill sets. Like, if you're doing NBA Summer League and you're trying to see what these kids can do, and you're doing basketball tryouts, you usually run them through some games, even if they're simulated games. We don't really see a lot of highlights from stuff like that at the combine. It could be because it's more physical of a sport. They don't want anybody to get hurt and be responsible for it. But I don't understand why seeing these young black men parade around stage in their underwear, how does that tell you more about how in shape they are than their play that you've already saw all year on the field? It just looks weird to see those. It looks almost like the old slave auction blocks, to see those guys get measured as a specimen, looked at as a physical specimen, like a meat market, in comparison to what they actually can do. And I don't understand why they have to be pretty much almost naked doing it, or why people are comfortable, why the dudes in the audience are comfortable and enjoy it. It's strange, and it's odd. It's very, very odd. It's unnecessary. It doesn't tell you about their football. They don't have to be naked to know whether they can play, or in their draws to know whether they can play football or not. So I wonder why it's like that. It's a question. I find it to be creepy, especially when you add it with the type of questions that teams are asking during these combines, and that brings me to Darius Geis. I see a lot of excuses, and they don't specify which teams, but Darius Geis was asked by a team during this combine, do you like men, and do you like to have sex with men? And he was also asked if his mother was a prostitute. So these are very uncomfortable, odd questions. Like, think about it. The NFL isn't, yeah, you're an athlete, but it's a fucking job. So imagine if you went to Walmart and during the interview they were like, hey, so do you like to have sex with men? This is while you're in your draws, or after they've already poked, prodded you, measured you, and watched you in your draws, and now all of a sudden they're asking you, do you like to have sex with men? I think you're thinking, I'm pretty uncomfortable. And there's nothing wrong with being homosexual. It's just that what does that have to do with whether this guy can run a football, or catch a football, or hit a quarterback? It has nothing to do with it. So it's just strange, man. This shit is creepy. Let's just be honest. It's very, very creepy. Asking whether his mother's a prostitute or not makes no sense, has shit to do, zilch to do with whether he could play football or not. So I don't like the excuse that's been used where they're saying, oh, they just want to see how you react. I don't buy that. I think creepy ass dudes are asking creepy ass questions. If we look at it, there's a history of creepiness there. We don't think it's there because it's football's kind of a southern Midwest, supposedly conservative sport. But wasn't that conservative with Sandusky, who was molesting boys? So it wouldn't be above reproach to say, why is some creepy ass dude asking creepy ass questions during an interview about football that are totally unrelated to football? Sure, they're trying to see your reaction, but why? What reaction are they expecting? And why do they want to know what your reaction is? Think about it. If I'm hiring a secretary and the question that comes out of my mouth is, do you have sex with men? Do you eat rabbits? Then the question is, why the hell do I want to know that shit? That's creepy. It's creepy shit. And I don't care. The NFL Combine has been compared to slave auctions for years, so I know I'm going to get a bunch of fucking weird-ass hate mail from weirdo conservative NFL loving all whatever, all that shit. But the truth is, it's been compared to slave auctions for years. It's not like we don't have a history of sex farms existing in America. Some creepy ass old dudes who have a lot of money are measuring, poking, and prodding dudes and asking them whether or not they like to have sex with men and whether their mom's a prostitute. The shit comes off as creepy. The NFL Combine comes off as creepy. And that's how the fuck I feel. If you want to dispute that, hit us up. I want to, first of all, say thank y'all for listening, whether you angry or not, or whether you agree. I appreciate y'all listening. Say a bunch of shit in the comments. Shit on me. Get mad. It's all good, man. And I want to shout out 5150 Barber Shop, Tony's Place Lounge in Sarasota, and also Kingdom Fades in Brandon. Exclusive marketing, Birth and Miracles, Birth and Services. Live to Learn Differently. Go check that out. They develop mobile apps for kids with autism, something that I'm deeply involved in. It's a company that I started. So there's just a lot of things to check out. Make sure you guys go check it out. And hit me up. Talk that sports shit. I'm not going to get offended. I'm sure somebody is, because I talked about your precious NFL Combine. But the shit was creepy. Let's just be honest. Peace out. Thank you for listening to Beer, and Sports.